In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to disassemble a Marvel Legends figure. Kitbash Customs. Before you have a KO Carnage, I got on eBay a while ago, a couple years ago. I have the new Carnage, and it's a way better figure, and I don't mind disassembling this for the sake of the video. I was going to use it for a custom anyway, so this is a perfect opportunity to show you guys what I did. So, there are a few ways to disassemble a Marvel Legends figure, or any figure line, really, whether it's DC Multiverse. I don't know about Mezco, I haven't taken one apart yet. SH Figure Arts, any figure you can think of that's made of plastic. You can use a blow dryer, a heat gun, or boiling water, or microwave water, however you want to do it. Or you can use, as Glenn Webb used to do, rest in peace, a space heater. He pretty much would take his figures, or the pieces he wanted, say if it was an arm or a leg, he would set it on the heater, let it get warm for a couple minutes, and then pop it off. Me personally, I like to use a blow dryer because I can really focus the heat where I want it to go. I can really put the heat where I need it to be, and I don't have to worry about the entire thing being hot. I don't have to worry about water being everywhere. It's just preference for me. But however you want to do it, whatever you have access to, whatever's easier for you, you can go that route. Pretty much you want to hold the blow dryer as close as, not as close as you can, but a good distance away, so you can apply some heat directly to the area you want to take off. So I'm gonna do it right now and show you what to do, and then I'm gonna explain what I did. So yeah, I took the blow dryer to it. As you can see, everything's really malleable. It's soft. Everything's soft in it. It should be pretty easy. Now, usually some people use a punch to take these out. Some people use a punch. They get it really soft and use a punch. But I just like to do one of those. Do that. Take that out. And then the top one's usually easy too because it's plastic soft. But see, in this case, it's not really. So you just go back in. You hit it with a hair dryer. Soften it up, and then you pop the peg out. Let me see if I can do it without ruining. Okay, I did it. But yeah, that's basic disassembly for the arm. A blow dryer for me is the safest method. I don't have to worry about it. I can just heat it up, pop it off, and go about my business. But you wanna, when you do it, when you use a blow dryer or boiling water, whatever you choose, you don't want to do it too long. Like, you only need 20-30 seconds maybe, depending on the thickness of the plastic. That really matters. Like for a lot of Marvel Legends, this thigh will take a good amount of heat to get off because it's a thicker plastic than say the where is it, the upper arm. This plastic's thinner than this one. It's a lot thinner, so you'd be easier taking this off than this. This will probably take 20-30 seconds. This might take a minute and a half, maybe 45 seconds to a minute. But yeah. And then sometimes this plastic's not that thick, and when you heat up the arm to take it off or whatever, this will pop off too, and then you'll have enough heat from one part of the figure to take off the entire leg or whatever. Like this one, when I did it, I heated up the arm, and it was enough heat for me to pop this off as well. That's why this is like this. Depends on the figure. Some figures are really soft, like that one just popped off. Some figures, the legs are really soft, and you could just pop it off. Other figures, it'll take a lot. But yeah, pretty much I'm going to show you how to take the leg apart next. You want to take the blow dryer and apply heat to this area because you really want to get the plastic soft around these pegs so you can pop the pegs out to get the joint out. Usually when you heat up this part, the whole thigh or calf will get soft, so you can pop this out. And then the foot's the same thing. You just apply heat to the foot, get the foot nice and soft, and you pop it off. But I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Yeah, same thing goes for the hands. Like I had this one on this side. This one broke on me because I was twisting it. I'll actually insert a clip. I was twisting it and I thought it was popping off and it snapped. You could just, I just broke that. For the wrist too, a lot of the figures you'll see will have wrist pegs, and some will come out easy. Like for instance, this Wolverine, his come out really easy. Well, as I say that, of course on camera it doesn't want to come off. Of course, but usually this Wolverine's figures pegs come out really easy. But yeah, some figures you have to put heat to it to pop them in and pop them out. Some figures like the Iceman from the Juggernaut wave, his feet will pop off. Superior Venom's feet will pop right off. Some figures' feet pop off with no heat. Other figures you need a lot of heat. Basic disassembly, you'll probably heat to the area you want to remove. As far as the soft plastic goes, this harder plastic is a different story because you will need a drill to get into some of these locations. So like here on the Bucky Cat mold, or most of the molds, you drill a small hole here. You just take the drill, you drill a small hole here, and then you take a small screwdriver. I have a drawer full here. You see on top of the screen. Take a small screwdriver, you pop that open, and it'll crack along the mold lines here. So it'll pop open. This is a separate piece. I'll do another video for that because I want to show you guys how to do this first, because this is the basic assembly. And then when you really get into it, you'll want to crack torsos and swap upper torsos, swap lower torsos. Say you're working on one and something breaks, you'll be able to swap the arms, the upper arms, this part. You'll be able to swap this part, not just the lower arm. And you'll be able to swap neck pegs. Like, see, this one's really loose. It just moves as I move it. It's really, really loose. You'll be able to swap those out and tighten up the joints. I'll do a video for that as well. But yeah, basic disassembly, just put some heat to it. If it's soft enough, you can use your hand to like pry open the joint because the plastic will really be soft. Some people like to use a punch to get these out because people don't like bending the plastic and doing what they have to do. Yeah, some people like to use a punch. I don't prefer a punch. It's not ideal. It's just another step for me. So I like to just bend it and pop it out. Matter of fact, I'm going to demonstrate how I do it since I already disassembled. Move all of that. So yeah, you just take your blow dryer, whatever size blow dryer you have access to or whatever you have. You just take it, and I'm going to spin this carnage around, and you just apply heat directly to it like this. Now, as you're heating up that joint, as everything's softening up, everything's getting softer for you to do it. And I like to take the figure if I'm blow drying. I don't just do it from one side. I take it from the front, and then I flip it over, and I also blow dry the back of the joint as well, just to get a double-sided heat going. And the distance between you and the blow dryer doesn't matter. As long as you're not directly touching the plastic, you'll be fine. But as long as you're doing it like this, you should be good. That's enough heat. I even got my mat bubbled up. But yeah, as you can see, the plastic's a lot softer. This is a lot softer than it was before, and I should be able to, let me see. Yeah. See, I was able to pop that joint off, separate my pegs. I may have enough heat to, let me see if I can do it. Yeah, I had enough heat to pop out the hand as well. So I separated that, separate the joint, and this upper bicep area is the same thing. You just want to get in there, pop it open, and pull that right out if it'll come out. I probably don't have enough heat for it, but no, I don't have enough heat and I don't want to break it because I already broke it. But yeah, there was enough heat there for me to take off the arm, the elbow joint's halfway out. Let me keep prying at this. I just want to show you guys how you can do this at home. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. There it is. So yeah, that took a little bit more pressure than I wanted to. A lot of people want to avoid that. The joint's kind of warped, but you just squeeze it. You keep squeezing it till it gets to the shape you want it to be back in, and there you go. You don't have to worry about that being loose or anything. But yeah, you separate all your stuff. Make sure you don't lose these unless you have fodder. Unless you have a lot of fodder, you can lose these little pegs. I'm sorry, let me put that right there. You can lose these little pegs easy. These little pegs here, it falls on a carpet, that's gone. So try to keep it in a nice area where you don't have to worry about it falling and moving or whatnot. This is the basic disassembly of a Marvel Legend. You start off with the easiest things, which is the head and the hands. In my case, this is a KO, so the hands were kind of frozen in there, and then one of them broke. But most times the hands will pop out easy, the head will pop off easy. The head's usually the easiest because most figures have extra heads anyway. Pops right back on, no problems. Pops right off, no problems. Basic disassembly, these are all my pieces. Now, if I wanted to swap, let's say, different arms, if I wanted to swap different feet, however you want to do it. Like this Carnage has smaller feet than a regular Bucky cap. This Carnage has smaller feet, as you can see, versus, let's say, this guy. His feet are different. They're more like boot feet. They're more like boot feet than the Carnage has skinnier, slimmer feet, like their bare feet covered with a suit or a symbiote. If you want to swap anything, just apply some heat to it. Like my motto I go by, because I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook of people breaking stuff, people breaking arm swivels, waist, thigh swivels, people breaking leg pegs. My motto is, if it's stuck, heat it up. So if you come across a joint, most common is an elbow joint. Most common will be an elbow joint, let's say on Wolverine. Most common to be this joint here. This will be frozen. And a lot of people will force it, and they'll either break it or it'll be extremely loose once they're done. Another common one on some figures is the waist. The waist joint will be frozen, or the upper thigh, or the knee. Now, using my motto, which is if it's stuck, heat it up. If it's stuck, you just take the blow dryer to it for a few seconds, get it nice and warm, and you just work it. If it still won't move, just keep putting heat to it, If it still won't move after that, a lot of people recommend you pop it in the freezer. I had to do that with my Black Suit Spider-Man from the Sandman wave. If you don't know, that figure had a common problem where the butterfly joint would break off. In the figure, it would just break off. I had it happen to me on another figure, so I had to get another Black Suit Spider-Man. But yeah, if it's stuck, heat it up. And don't force the joint. I'd recommend do not force any joint. If it's stuck, just put some heat to it and it'll pop right off. Basic disassembly of a Marvel Legend. KO Carnage I got from eBay.